Hello, everybody. A little bit late there. Hope you're doing well. Not sucks. It's currently 5 o'clock. Hope you're all doing well. It is, as I put as the stream notification, we are in the end game. Final week, effectively, of schoolwork, not of college, but all that stuff. It's gonna get bumpy. It's gonna get crazy. It's gonna be a rough week, but we're gonna survive and maybe even thrive. Probably not, but for now, we're just gonna focus on drawing. So let's get warmed up here. Like I said, hope you're all having a good one. And if not, that sucks. But we get a little bit of time to ourselves to work today, or to to draw, to enjoy ourselves. Work. We are working on something, but I wouldn't call it work in the colloquial sense. Also, my Band-Aid got some like fuzz on it. I was cleaning off I was dusting my apartment earlier, and I think it got on there. But yeah, man, I am tired. I've been working a lot today. It's begun. Some silver linings here and there, but I'm not gonna trust in them. I don't want to give myself false hope, which is a bit pessimistic, but that's kind of the name of the game. I'm excited for today's stream. I'm somewhat happy with how the light and shadow family blocking went and painting yesterday. That was really fun. I am mixed on how much time I will be able to stream today, because I can take more time, just because like the hard part of my project is I'm waiting on somebody to finish something, so I still can do other work in the meantime. But yeah, it's more work in the night, and I hate working into the night. Oof. I was gonna say decent line work. Yo, what's up, QR? I'm alive. I worked all day and it's only gonna get worse, but we're alive. And it's only for one more week. So whether we like it or not, it will end. Hope you are doing well. Crikey. The sprint. Don't even say that word around me. But yeah, no. It is the end game. We are in the final. You're fine. You're fine. The final bouts of it all. I was in a really rough mood last night. I was like, not actually, but like, vibe wise, I was plotting the demise of one of my teammates. Respect to him, but God, dude, I kind of gave the keys of the kingdom to this one guy for the entire project, and he's pulling a Peter on me. That's the best way to put it. Oh, well, he's pulling a Peter whenever like Jesus was like, "Hey, you're gonna betray me." Very biblical today. But yeah, so I'm hoping he pulls up. It's kind of my main. It's a bad philosophy I have. There are some things I'm like, I know I can do better and faster, but I can't do that much. So we delegate. And I know that sounds mean, but it is true in this regard. I can't like run a 5K, but I could do this. Just I don't have the time, so I give it to someone else, and of course, yeah. No clue who Peter is, but yeah, screw that guy. I may not be remembering my Christian lore. Haven't read the Bible, but from what I know, there's like someone that Jesus was like, yeah, you'll deny me 3 times. And like someone goes up to him and he's like, "Oh, are you friends with Jesus?" He's like, "Nuh-uh." There are some number of times. And so I guess he failed Jesus in that sense. Am I equating myself to Jesus and saying I could have done the project better than someone else? Yeah, this is a very egotistical stream, I guess. But I want the project to be done, and I want it to be done well, so... It's a thing that I've drawn actually. It's a thought I've drawn because I like the concept a lot. Um, how's the music doing levels wise? That's not too loud. Um, the first time I drew about this that I can recall was the gravel refrigerator drawing. It's a very common theme, and I have a couple personal drawings that I don't intend to show that cover this. But it's kind of like the what people do when they're forced to the edge per se, like the fight or flight kicks in. What is their behavior, right? When it comes down to the line, how do people show quote unquote their true selves? And in my sense, when it comes to this project or things I invest in, of course I'm going to put like my whole entire ass into finishing them, right? Um, but then there's those who are like assumedly virtuous, but when it comes down to the wire, the true test of like cowardice and bravery or those, they falter. I really like that trope that you often see in media and art. How people behave when it comes down to that very important moment. What is up, Cat? How are you doing? Where's my mouse? There we go. For some odd reason, Twitch wasn't caught up. Ay, ay, ay. Wow, I need to ghost a lot more right there. Eating a pizza right now. What kind of pizza? Pepperoni. You get some points for it not just being just cheese. And when it comes to the pizza debate, no one has really a wrong answer. I haven't tried Hawaiian, so I can't, step into that divide, but you're missing out if you're not getting a Supreme at least. Because like all pizza tastes good. Or, all good pizza, like formed well, tastes good, which I know sounds stupid, but like of the what I mean is like of the many foods that can be cooked well, yet will still not taste as good as others. I'm not boring. I never said you're boring. Are you worried that I consider you boring? Food wise. Oh, but so you allow me to call you boring in other things, but not food. I see. Other than food, how have things been, Cat? You might have lost her. Rest in peace. QR, if you are still here, what will you be working on today? Good, back in squad again, trying to get back into drawing every day. Heck yeah. Can feel my hand catching on the bottom of that. People are drawing knights in your Discord chat, so I guess I'll do one too. Heck yeah. What kind of knight will you be drawing? A very like a classical one, or will we be doing a spin on the concept of knighthood? Decent warm up so far. 10 seconds left. Perfect. I'm starting to get concerned because I'm tired so frequently. In what way? Like tired of drawing or what? Rails I can get it. Wearing a hone skull. I will, or honk skull? I don't know. I will, or honk skulls. Hunk souls? I don't, dude. I'll Google it. I'll check that out during BRB. Just in general. Are you eating well? Sleeping, exercising, interacting with enough people during the day? Getting enough sunlight? Staying away from devices at certain hours? I need a soda. Hound skull without the D. Well, how about this? I go look that up, and we do a quick BRB. Hee hee hee. Be right back, guys. Well, Kat, I hope you get the opportunity to figure that stuff out. Maybe a doctor's visit or something of the sort. Also, I was gone for a little bit longer because I was moving one of my lights, the light boxes that I use for stream, and I grabbed it where I usually grab it, and like the pole came apart. So that was intense. Health stuff sucks. I one time I haven't told you guys about this, because I didn't want to scare any of you guys. I had a medical event on stream, and I canceled the stream early. It was probably one of like the 2 or 3 times I had to cancel stream early, and I turned out to be fine, but the bill was ridiculous. It really pissed me off how how expensive the bill was. Anyways, I was that recent. I can't remember. It was, I think, last year, 2025, maybe November ish. We are fine now, but it involved a very funny what is it? Visit to the doctor with my roommate. He was very kind to take me. But yeah, I am forever upset with how much that costed. Anyways, so I spent some time on I need to find a good name for the toilet because I sit on the toilet and I just look at the art that I draw and I'm like, okay, we could fix this, we could fix that, etc. There's some things I immediately want to fix, and these are going to be more of we can delete these notes, I guess. Yeah. A lot of these are going to be yeah, we'll talk about let's pull out the G pen. So these are like technical corrections, right? Because like it's me knowing that things are wrong but keeping them because I want it to look that way. This isn't a study, cat. What am I studying? So projection of light, right? My main hello. Oh, I never did an adjustment layer here. I was just using red because I'm a chud. Is that a filter mask? Rot. Light and shadow? That isn't a study. It's shrimply me drawing this. What is I'm so confused as to what's happening here. I'm adding a filter mask and then it's like going into this. I don't. So, Cat, uh, hmm. I'm trying to find a way to ask this without sounding like an asshole. What is going on? Oh, now I'm drawing on the filter mask. Ah, that's why. Okay. Um, what makes you think this is a study? I don't like this red. That's why I'm tweaking it so much. Huh? Interesting. I would like to up the vibrance, please. There we go. Wow. By five. No, 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 true. I'm not defending it. This is technically not 50%, but I want to clear up because Cat's just saying something that it isn't. I could totally accept that this isn't 50%, but I'm just drawing it because I'm having, I'm chilling. AKA intuition. So well, okay, how is this not intuition? I mean, I guess because like there's a degree by which you measure intuition, right? If I just hit the page, which I think is what you're saying, right, then I would count that as like pure intuition. But at the same time, I'm intuiting things without actually knowing much about light and shadow. Lots of okay, gotcha. I see that. Okay, that's more than yeah. By that definition, we're definitely not doing 50% in that sense. It looks like you're studying light and shadow. Plus, I see a reference. Oh yeah, true. I'm stealing colors. However, I would not consider these particularly a reference in that regard. And yeah, this isn't study. This is us doing a side quest to just kind of play around with this original drawing that I had in the midst of doing that. But I would not consider this a study. Is this 50%? I don't really care. It isn't probably. Um, but yeah, anyways, so looking at this from like QR said, lots of cerebral thought and analysis. Um, I originally devised this so there's these angles. This is the ray and origin of light that's happening, right? That's what gives us the shadow. More technically, it's like this, right? So ideally, this would all originate from some source, and it isn't a single point. I kind of wanted it to be distributed evenly. Otherwise, like if it was from one point, we'd start seeing like arcs, right? I guess I don't know how light works. That's what I'm assuming. But I'm assuming there's like a strip of light just hitting equally across his face and all of this, right? But that comes into issue here because like where does this light come from? It's kind of like illuminating from underneath as well. And there's errors with this area that we'll talk about later. Um, yeah, so like this is obviously coming from up here, but this, if it's coming from up there, this would be in shadow, right? And so this is what I was saying earlier. It's a mix between um what's actually there, right? What's actually would happen and what I would just want it to look like, right? Um So first off, the most like agree. So like a lot of our stream will just be spent kind of addressing this and applying that thought to everywhere. Is this down here? I didn't very much like where does this random cutoff happen yet all the teeth are not obscured? So we'll fix that real quick. So okay, that's not the right layer. So yeah, something like this could be cool, I think. Um, just something because like we're at the weird part where our degree is very small right here, right? We have like this, and then it gets flat basically right here, and then we start curving out. Which is unfortunate because I feel like if I'm going to do something with separating light and shadow family, um, I want it to be something that kind of highlights 3D form, really benefits from that. So I think we'll just do something like this for now and see how much I hate it. Maybe even do it like that, I think. Yeah. See what that looks like. Actually, we're gonna duplicate this. Lots of backup paint layers. I think your comment on the cerebral, like the higher order thought going into 50%. Maybe we can relate that to my previous discussion yesterday of 50%, which is by virtue of what it is, maybe it's just not meant for me, right? Because like I like I pick up puzzle games, um, because I like thinking through them. I'm not good at it, right? But I like thinking through them. And so if, and this isn't what you're saying, I'm not saying this is what you're saying, but suppose, the paradigm of a good artist is guided by the notion that not much cerebral thought can go into it. Once again, that's not what you're saying. But suppose it is, then I would just say, in that regard, maybe I'm not cut out for art. Now, do I look at art in a deterministic manner? No, not at all. Um, but I do appreciate art for um, the virtue that I get to explore and solve these unique issues and get to see all of it come together, which is somewhat reminiscent of what Uncomfortable was talking about the other day, which is his discussion with someone I believe in the Patreon chat, which was like, what kind of, yeah, frankly, I felt the same when I was approaching things very similar to you at the start, but then Comfy promised me that if I was throughout all the thinking, that I would one day enjoy play more because that's what I was doing. No, 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 no. That's real. Um, and I believe it to be true because the times like oh, I can't show that on Twitch. I was gonna show the build drawing that I've been working on. Let me see if I could find the lo-fi version of it that won't get Twitch angry at me. Maybe I could crop it. I could crop it probably. That wouldn't cause an issue, right? This build drawing. Well, yeah, I can't show things because of their nature. I mean, okay, so this drawing, original one here, yeah, this one counts. Uh, this was pure, no expectations, no cognitive thought, just blah 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 blah, and I had fun and I enjoyed it, and I would say it was the heart of 50% rule, not because I had fun, but because there was not any process going into it. Sure, I used my boxes in construction, but that's just kind of the setup, right? I wouldn't say that's out of line of 50% to do things like that, to use structure. Not, you're gonna be like, okay, I'm not UQR, but like the naysayer will be like, well, Uncomfortable says you shouldn't be using things you learned in 50%, but I would say reread it. What's up, Dio? But yeah, so this was definitely something that was spurious, not much cognitive thought. It was literally done in my bed at like 12 a.m. um, yeah. What's up, Dio? And so I wanted to, yeah, I brought this up because I wanted to draw the similarities with that kind of satisfaction, but I guess the growth, because once again, 50% isn't about satisfaction per se, or fun per se. But yeah. That was a Shadow Cavel drawing. Sadly not. I wish Shadow Cavel was that good at drawing. I'm liking this more, but I don't like this. I think we need to highlight that plane maybe a bit more. Because yeah, doing this as the singular plane here kind of... Yeah, see? So like we have the front of the tooth. Yeah. Just laying in bed. You feeling any better? So we could do this, I guess. Hello, Mario. We could adjust the teeth. Raven guy similar. How about you do that, cat? That sounds like a fun 50%. Let's make this tooth hang forward, huh? Like that, maybe? Wow, he typed out the full legal name. That's impressive. Maybe something like this. Like this. I would actually argue that we could switch this up a bit as well. Yeah, once I finish Drawbox and I make the inevitable what I learned from Drawbox video, I would love to placate Uncomfortable, but at the same time, you know, my true experience with 50% is probably not that of the sage, right? It's of the scoundrel who carved his own path, whether correct or not. I think that's an extra QR. Sorry, Dio, I gotta ban you. You didn't count your QRs. May I ask what inspired the name QR? Also, I just realized you called this a reference, which I will barely accept, but I would like to contest. It's more of a color reference than a than like, ah, yes, this this sphere has light around it. It has a contour. Straight to new masters, you're gonna mess around first. We'll see. That's a good question. I don't know. I do want to actually talk to people at New Masters for a potential sponsorship. Because I will be unemployed. Actually, no. Well, it's going to take us a minute to finish Drawbox. So maybe if I am unemployed by the time I get to New Masters, and the fact that New Masters is paid, I would like to discuss a sponsorship with them. I haven't interacted personally, but I've seen the creator of New Masters interact in the Drawbox Discord, and they seem really cool. However, my first thing is I'm going to talk to them if it's okay to stream that content first. I never asked Uncomfortable if it was okay to stream Drawbox, and I think it's totally fine given that they encouraged it. But since New Masters is paid, I wouldn't be streaming paid content, of course, but I would definitely be streaming the process. I tried to make an anonymous account on Ko-Fi and just typed QR. Since it was taken, the site added 0515. I immediately recognized it at the ideal username and changed it anywhere. The ideal. Make it not. When you first started saying that, I was like, oh, the ideal username. I love it. It should be. I doubt you have to ask. Oh, it's still common courtesy, right? Says the guy who streams random people's music and only credits them by virtue of it appearing on the stream. Morally dubious Kavel. We get a pretty fun. We're gonna have a. I want to start identifying places I can have really explicit. That's the word I'm looking for. Explicit Terminator lines. We're gonna have some juicy Terminators in here, guys. I can already tell you there's gonna be one here. Right? I pointed at my screen with my hand. But I can already tell you we're gonna have a great Terminator line right there. Oh, and it's the Outer Worlds. Look at this. This is a not acute angle. Kill it with fire. Yeah, I think that looks better. What's up, bear? How's it schmovin'? Maybe I don't like that. I do like the depth that it has. So what if we go the opposite direction? What if we do some of this? Like this. Bearcat figured out that we've been using AI this whole time to draw. We gotta move. We gotta pack up. We gotta go. I'm gonna change that curve. ChatGPT, change that curve a little bit for me. Cancel this, man. Bathe my dogs, and now I lay down because my neck hurts from slouching. Oof, I know that feeling totally. You've done well. I hope your dogs are doing well. She never says hi, Mr. Streamer, and that really gets me. I think that's gonna be what causes it the bear mug ban of 26. So, as Bear foresaw in her wise nature, um, the nose is full of plenty of issues. First, I want to cry. Second, we could actually extend the shadow, I think, like this. Mandatory hi streamer message. Otherwise, if that's not your first message, I'm going to make a bot. And if that's not your first message on the channel, you cannot speak for the rest of the stream. You have to wait till the next one. my dwindling viewership will will not go well. Because like I want to highlight that little portion of the nose that's facing the light, but this man is a tyrant. I will not stop until I'm beheaded. I'm just saying that. Yeah, so we have our nose. What if we did this? Eh? He's a power abuser. Cat, weren't you deleting messages the other day? I remember at one point Cat asked, no, I could be high, I could be misremembering. She asked to have mod on the channel. I feel like I avoided a very dangerous thing. Cat, don't make me pull out the receipts. Wait until Cat learns about the audit log on Discord. No evidence? Aw, Cat. Don't make me do it. My big belly. Oh, there's like a little search too. I can do cat. Cat, you have one more. I'll give you one more chance to make amends, to apologize. I'll give you. This is your final chance. Otherwise, I'll air you out on stream. Okay. thank you, because I need this as a bit. So we're just gonna do that. I'm gonna take a sip of water while we stare at this for a second. Okay, I'm back. What is this? Oh, well, that's weird. Let's just. Ugh, sorry. Let's get that out of here. I just realized I put Cat's Discord on stream. Oh shit! I'll delete that from VOD. My bad, Cat. Oh, so if it isn't you, Cat, then I don't have to cut it from the VOD. Is it okay if I do that? I just realized this is in the wrong location. That's not okay. Then I'll keep it on the in the VOD. Don't be mad at me if you get random friend requests from Juan Gonzalez. This guy's hype. Yeah, but you're not supposed to know that. So. What if we painted in the shadow? Or the light? Blah, 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 blah. What's Luca's drug of choice? Poppers, but I probably shouldn't say that on stream. So we'll go. Well, no, we'll go poppers. Weed's so lame, but like I don't see him as a coke girly. Peptides. Oh my god, peptides. Luca takes peptides, but like not because he actually like whatever. It's poppers. I know, right? Uh, only because like it's popular right now, not because he's actually like intends to use them. What's peptides? Peptides are like, let's get the formal definition, but it's the things you see in like the GLP-1 stuff. So, what's the one? Ozempic is an example. But let me give you the official definition. I've learned I should just Google things on stream so I don't say bullshit. Peptides are short chains of amino acids linked by peptide bonds. A polypeptide is a longer, continuous, unbranched peptide chain. This is from Wikipedia. Classification. Peptides have been classified according to their sources and functions. Some groups of peptides include plant peptides, bacterial antibiotic peptides, etc. Let's look at some other stuff. You need to make a like and dislike chart for Luca. That's real. It's gonna be some bullshit. I hope none of you expect it to be like real. Oh, here we go. Function. A neuropeptide is a peptide that has active association with neural tissue. Again, is there more like colloquial? Yeah, the science behind the peptide craze by scientificamerican.com. I'm going to reject optional cookies. One to speed up your recovery after an injury or workout. Some influencers are fans of shots BPC 157 and TB 500 for that. A peptide is a change of, yeah, blah, blah, blah. You didn't cite. Insulin is an example of a peptide. Likes peptides and poppers. Dislikes. Not a big fan of the government. Wait, you put them in cookies? I would not recommend taking untested peptides. And you should always consult your doctor. Psychoactive, I thought they were some health BS. I think they are. I just think that one, like, the thing that I read right there was... Here, let's look at more what... I think that's just a class. There's also a thing called peptones. Did I accidentally pin this? Neurotrophic peptides, or trophic. And NTFs are a family of biomolecules, nearly all which peptides are small proteins that support the growth, survival, and differentiation of both developing and mature neurons. Yeah, no. Just like it's become like a very popular health drug that isn't necessarily confirmed to be safe, right? Or like many of the ones are untested that people are taking. And so there's like I can't remember what video I watched. It might have been New York Times, it might have been someone else, but there was a story of a woman who like took peptides that were like supposed to grow her hair or like her fingernails, like it was good for those like the chemicals in there, but like she ended up like shitting herself in public on multiple occasions. I white noised all of that, but thanks. Real. Wait, Kat, you don't shit yourself in public? What? Let me confirm the source of where I found this. I think it was a YouTube video. It's a bit disappointing that when I hit videos, a lot of it's like TikTok influencers being like, "Yeah, I got peptides and I hit my face with a hammer." Dude, oh, we're so fucked. Luca also likes hitting himself in the face with a hammer, by the way. That is another like. I'm really just making what's that like terrible person that got arrested? Oh, not arrested. What's his name? Clavicular. I'm just making Clavicular's persona, and I gotta calm the hell down. Yeah, Lucas looks next. He did it for a week and like fell off because like Luca just doesn't have good habit forming principles. He's not a yeah. I watched an interview of him today. I'm not saying this to make fun of him or anything. Like this is a serious matter, but did he have to go to the hospital because he overdosed on methamphetamine? Is this a real thing? I watched the Channel 5 one. I saw clips of that. It's absurd. No, Bill's a looks maxer. He's super jacked. Nah, so Kat, we should differentiate between like a looks maxer and then like a person who tends to themselves well, right? A looks maxer, I feel like, is a person who does like a ton of things for their looks, but like beyond a person who's just like a little bit obsessive about their appearance. These people are like taking methamphetamine and like terrible things. He didn't mention any of that. It was also Channel 5. You're right. Wait, who didn't mention any of what? I'm curious. Like, what? Did I say something wrong? Because the thing I was talking about, it was not a Channel 5 thing. What are we gonna do with this nose? Hospitalized. Oh no. This was after. This was like a couple days ago. Here, let me actually look this up. New York Times, after apparent overdose, clavicular is back at the club. Hollywood Reporter PR rep quits working from days after hospitalization for overdose. Clavicular's PR rep drops him after hospitalization. Influencer clavicular survives apparent overdose. Fox 11. Dude, Fox 11 LA cares about. Oh, dude, get out of here. The guy drawing furries on Twitch with like 4 average viewers isn't allowed to talk too loud. Hey, if Clavicular called me out though, that'd be funny as hell. He said he's off meth on the interview though. Yes. But you know, he was recently hospitalized for the use of meth, the overdose. And I remember the clip that I watched. There's a clip apparently from him on probably some streaming platform, where his friend's like, "Hey, do you need an Addy? Like, are you okay?" And he's just kind of not doing well. So, hello, people from the future. Cat, don't worry. Clavicular's not coming after Kavel draws. And if he does, hell, he could have it. Bro. What the hell did we do here? We could. Yeah, that connecting that is confusing. I was drawing during that video. Yeah, he has talked about his frequent use of meth. Doesn't he walk out of the interview because he just can't accept the fact that what Andrew just like loves himself despite like, you know, not being looks like a 10 out of 10 blah blah blah. Isn't that a thing that happens? Andrew mogged him for self-acceptance. I did, yes. With yeah. Oh, Andrew is like the perfect person to handle the type of person that Clavicular is. He expected Andrew to ask him about how to looks max. He like to actually get tips on it. But what Bear said, it was beautiful. See, true beauty was achieved that day, not out of Andrew's looks maxing abilities, even though I feel like he is quite capable of those. Yeah, Wire chat, Bear's chat. She pays Kavel YouTube Premium, so like if you pay on YouTube, it appears faster. Just gonna delete that one QR. I don't know what QR is talking about there. Yeah. So you have to pay Kavel Premium in order to chat faster. Yeah, I could give you a discount for like $11.99 a month. um, I don't know though. Like you don't really care about the stream that much. So I don't know. I do have a course on looks maxing though. That is actually cheaper. It's only $7.99 a month. So if you are interested in that, we do have that as an option. Okay, well if this, oh I hate this. This is so difficult. ChatGPT, finish this drawing for me. Yeah, so tier 5 subs. Well, so you can either purchase the course on its own or tier 5 subs get it for free. Please send PayPal. Oh shoot, wait guys, I forgot to talk about this. I'm saying this on stream, so it holds me accountable. We got our first payout from Twitch. It was $54. That will be going to a charity of my choice because I'm egotistical and I'm going to pick my own charity. Maybe next time you guys could pick the charity. But this one will be probably going to a neuroblastoma foundation. Neuroblastoma is a child. It's a cancer that affects. I think there's been cases of it affecting adults. But it is a form of. Hell no, I'm not a shill. We'll allow that. That's perfectly timed with Kat being like, "We're donated to charity." And she's like, "Hell no, I'm not a shill." But yeah, it will be going to a neuroblastoma foundation. It is a form of childhood cancer. I think it's very important to not only support research into the destruction of childhood cancer, but also less more niche cancers. And I will also, once I do post it, I'll post related documents as proof because I know it's very easy to lie on the internet and the Discord. And I also post the link on stream. So for those interested, you guys can also go donate. Become the John Green advocate for tuberculosis with your own charity. I would love to have such a rage about something that's truly bad in this world to do as much as John Green has done for the fight against tuberculosis. The Discord, we have one yet. So, okay, it's Delano's Discord. I will never say it's mine because if I was going to make a Discord, I would not have as many channels. No shade at Delano, but bro, holy crap. And I don't like moderate. And, Delano's the main one who handles stuff. You're invited, of course, QR. If you want to join, please. I'll give you the link. Oh. Here. There we go. W pancreatic cat rats or something did by the way, or something like that. Wait, do you know about how they treated oh, this is this with sure. Okay, yeah, he's yeah, that's totally fine. Yeah, here. Give me a second. Sorry, is that how they been fighting tuberculosis? Because that's also a way they have attempted to treat neuroblastoma, which is, I think CRISPR. It may not be called CRISPR exactly. I know CRISPR is like a thing that's similar to it. Let's see. Edit invite link. This will be a one use for 30 minutes. Here you go, QR. Feel free to click that. Post every once in a while. This is where we post most of our personal art. You can see, if you go in work in progress, you can see some of the build drawings that I've been mentioning. You get to see some epic bear mug art. You get to see some cat's art whenever she posts in the art share. But neuroblastoma, I have a personal, I thankfully I was not, I've never had a cancer before, let alone neuroblastoma, but I do have a personal connection to it, and I find it very important that we kind of continue to, what is it called, to give more, like give ahead, pay it forward, there we go. Especially for rarer childhood cancers, because while the world is a good place in many regards, that doesn't necessarily mean all childhood cancer funding can be made. Like researchers, while they would love to work, I bet, on like every single cancer at once, they kind of have to follow what they can sustain themselves with. So, yeah, I know, right? It's more than draw a box. There we go. But yeah, so we will be doing that shortly. I'll post it in the streams and I'll pin it. I'm not going to post it to the YouTube channel because I'm trying to find the line between giving the money that we receive to people who need it, but not doing it performatively. Some could say me literally talking about stream on stream is performative, and I wouldn't disagree. Yeah, I want to find that good balance so we could still give, and this channel could maybe even one day be known for giving. I think that'd be an amazing thing, but it is important that we do it for the right reasons and the right way for the right people. Or the right people, you know what I mean. This nose sucks. I was gonna say, QR, what is the origin of your profile picture? It is a very good picture. It's a very cool looking picture. So if this, okay, I need to like high cognitive process here. um, our nose is, we're gonna simplify the top of it for now. This is what we're looking at, right? We'll do a bit more high fidelity. It's just my kitty, and I edited the colors and stuff with the Android editing menu. Ah, gotcha. It's a very cool picture. Wow, wow. Bear, I have to be honest. I haven't been watching Andrew as much as I should have or should, because like you said the other night, it sometimes the things he reports on just makes me miserable. And while I definitely do believe in like his mission and reporting on these things, I am a human that is in distress, and engaging with that content as frequently as he posts can be a little bit detrimental to my psyche. But because like I remember like his what was it? His video on the homeless camps in LA, very good and informative video for all perspectives. But man, I was like, oh fuck, you know. Okay, so here's our nose, and there's a little divot down the middle, right? That only goes to like right here, and then technically, goes down there. But I don't really think it should matter that much. It's not really content you could binge head empty, not at all. Now his other stuff, like the Flat Earth Convention and things like that, yeah, I could definitely binge that head empty. Um, so here's this, right? So like this is the ideal, is like everything here is Shadow Family. I guess we'll just employ keep it simple, stupid. I guess. Dude, we only have 20 minutes left. I hate school. I hate school so much. Where's that TikTok or it was the Vine originally, I think. Fuck school. Fuck all this bullshit. What the fuck? I would be lying if I didn't say that video appears in my head every semester. So we're gonna divide the nose in half. It's gonna be missing a little bit of depth. That's okay. I'm not too concerned. I was just thinking, like, I have a pseudo veil of anonymity, not as a person, but like as a Twitch streamer because we're so small. So if Clavicular ever did come, like, be like, "Hey, yo, everybody, dogpile this streamer," do you really care about what a streamer with like I don't even know how many followers, probably like 60 followers on Twitch says, maybe even less? Yeah, yeah, that, yeah. I talked about it a little bit earlier this stream. There is a little bit of a silver lining, so I'll probably be able to sleep a little bit more this week. But tomorrow night, Monday night, will probably be an all nighter, and then maybe the next day. We'll see. Yeah, wow. Didn't realize it got that big. Huge. But yeah, it's gonna be rough. That's really all I can say. I don't want to yap too hard about it. I even checked Vint since I sent it. Oh, so you can sleep when you get. Oh, I remember when it was two cat. Screw you. No. Gatekeeping Delano's Discord. Okay, let's see what this looks like. Honestly, yeah, why not? This is good enough. The connection here is a bit weird. Cat is the boomer of the server. You feel cold? I thought you just put I feel old. Cat couldn't stay on topic, I guess. She immediately switched to another topic while you were writing that out. Cool, okay. That's enough of the nose. The hair was rage baiting me when I was looking at it on the toilet. So that is something I would like to correct, and I would also like to fix this just a little bit. This additive process is super satisfying. Do you guys want cookies? I want you to stay on one subject at a time. That is what I want from you, Kat. Okay, only for me. Thank you. Let's try that and stick with cookies. Okay. What can I force myself to talk about cookies with? The best cookie I ever had? Can't remember. Okay, never mind. Okay, Bear is now dictating the flow of conversation. What are we talking about next? That sounded toxic. Okay, Bear, I'm sorry. First of all, that sounded mean as fuck. I was like, okay, Bear, you're deciding the conversation. Like, I did not mean for it to sound like that. We're gonna ask for cookies. I would say that what's everyone's favorite cookies thing? Let me type. Damn. What's that one meme? It's like a dude's like, would you rather have $9 million, and it cuts to his friend immediately saying, I'd bounce on it or whatever, like I'd suck on it. He's like, damn, 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 damn. Vanilla what? Vanilla cookie what? Was? Was? I can't say. Now I'm gonna say it. I'm sorry, Gems. That's like saying, "Hey guys, we're getting ice cream. What do you want? I want mint ice cream, please." No hate on Gems. No hate on Gems. I gotta clear that up. No hate on Gems. Gems is an epic, awesome person who enjoys mint ice cream. But you know the yellow Oreos because they smell so good. I actually had a batch of those and I love them because you're talking about the lemon or oh wait no the vanilla ones like the vanilla Oreos. Dark chocolate. I honestly can't tell you if there's like I have a favorite. I think I'm kind of in the same boat as QR. I don't necessarily have a favorite chocolate. Chocolate? Okay. Um I want to correct that in a bit, but we're not going to touch that right now. We are going to fix the hair. It is kind of seen that the hair goes like this right here, so I don't think that's a major issue. I think it's just the shadows down here that P me the FO. Um I need a Northern Lions, like I guess main mod slash friend is named the librarian. They call them the librarian. And whenever like Northern Lion references something, the librarian finds it and puts it in chat slash the video. I wish I had a librarian. Because when I pulled up the dam video, like I'm not gonna take the 2 minutes out of the stream to like find that video, pull it up, set up OBS to share it, all that. But it's a good video. And I would love to have a movie time. So if I was talking about this earlier in the stream, if we have light going like this, right, from here to here, we have 2 points. 2 points form a line. Boom. Then where would this go? It would be, parallel because we're doing like a bar, like a giant wall light. I guess everything over here is a wall of light. It would be cast like this, but right here, I feel like we need to do like this. But that forms more of those nasty, disgusting, acute angles. Disgusting. We could carry it over the edge of the head. It would still do that to us, though. So I think something like this, mayhaps. This parallel right here is also weird, so I'd like to get rid of that if possible. I would like to reiterate, streams will be finicky and strange this week. And we also have another acute angle right there, I guess. Just delete all that. How do you okay, I feel like we should find a heuristic for solving whenever we encounter a an acute angle, right? Because I really like this. This feels like, you know, we have the brow happening here. I think that's great. Um, but like, oh my god, what is happening? This keyboard is going to be, or this drawing tablet's gonna be the death of me. Uh, but other than that, like we get lost, we get confused, we get scared even when we encounter anything bigger than that. So having a little tool be like, okay, we have an acute angle. What can we do? We can, and we want to sell this kind of structure that's happening on here. I just spit a lot. Kat, I thought you said you're gonna be on topic for us. What's going on? Why are you spitting everywhere? Because like this is kind of like the inner part of the face. We're not talking about anything. I'm impressed that you used that apostrophe correctly. I do actually kind of like if it's connected. Yeah, because that just looks a little bit silly. I just realized I looked at the stream preview. I'm just doing this a lot. I'm sorry. And I also should be using leveraging. How do I make... Oh, okay, that's not what I wanted. How do I make this bigger? There we go. I don't need that much of a palette. I don't need that much of brushes either. So this should give me a high level overview of what's happening. We can increase this size a little bit. Actually, no, wait, we're only using a tiny bit of that. Erm. What the frick? We have the edge of the brow. We have the hair that casts to here. And then there's even, mayhaps, a little triangle that's going to get projected. Right? We have the top of this, which goes like this. That's going to get projected more over here. It's going to be a little bit more flat looking, right? There we go. Ooh, now that QR is in Delano's server, we can maybe even encourage him to share his art if he's comfortable with it. This would be epic. I'm not sure if this is a bot or not. Let's account created on April 18th and you're adding random people. Uh didn't seem, yeah, this is a bot. You have 5 seconds to beg for mercy. Otherwise I ban you. We have to do with the hazing ritual. I think the hazing is banning this person actually. Huge. I took an Advil earlier, and my head hurts a lot still. Imagine they actually say something else. Please, please, please. In a bit. Hey, QR, do not worry. There's no expectation. One, that you post in a timely manner, or two, that you post at all. Just know that we, of course, will be happy to see what you create. Unless it sucks. Delano's server actually has a rule if you post art that looks bad, like objectively bad, because that's a thing, apparently. Um, uh, you get banned. None of us have ever posted something bad ever, and that's why we're still here. I was almost on the chopping block once. But then I drew Gravel X Mordecai, and I was saved. If your art is good or not, yay! See, isn't this perfect? It's like the ultimate test. Everyone should join our server and figure out if their art is quote unquote good or not. Kat's gonna be so mad when I ban her in like 20 minutes. This cannon. I'm gonna fire you out of a cannon. Skadoosh. Does that kind of make sense? I feel like that kind of makes sense. But I'm not sure. This is just confusing as hell. But I'm gonna leave it. Because I'm crazy and sick and twisted like that, actually. Sticky note of all the things she wants to mention on stream. In the back when I first started streaming, I would write down things to talk about that I came up with during the day, and I would never reference it during stream. I would be like, I have this list. I did it for like a couple streams, where I'd have notes on my phone of like things I should talk about, and I just never did. This is a bit confusing now. We're lacking in symmetry, right? Because we have this brow over here, so that implies there's a structure right here blocking light, maybe? We have this in front of it. You know, we have this. I just like the gay people. Okay, Bear, I'm actually agreeing with you now. She like had that written on a note. It says like, in case of people figuring about the sticky note, comment that you like gay people. Was it because you just yapped whatever came to mind, or like relevant stuff? A little bit of both. I was like, if I ever ran out of stuff to talk about, I could just say this. In case of figuring out about the sticky note, say you like gay people. Instant. Like, oh, she likes gay people. She could never write some bullshit on Kavel stream. Do we need to take a second to acknowledge what Kat's status is right now on Discord? I mean, I'm not, I'm not one to comment on the sanctity of a Discord status. I'd be putting some bullshit in there, but I don't know. What's wrong with liking the gays? I have a little book that I carry around every day that would say otherwise. That's fucked up. My bad. My bad. Okay. This. I mean, yeah, it's gonna. I feel like okay, if we're casting onto this, it's gonna shorten a lot because like we're doing this, so it's still blocking light. Like the idea, we're gonna do that. This is a study, I guess. I'm gonna do like a really tiny box. Tim. My kind of philosophy is this. Blah 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 blah. God, I sound like a homophobic. You sound like a homophobe, but you usually do. So, and we accept you for that. You're not? I don't know. Alrighty. Clean it up. So, like, the idea is if we had an object in space. Okay, you can't be homophobic. The Outer Wild soundtrack is playing. Okay. I'm not. I don't know, man. Okay. It's gonna cast a shadow, right? And my idea is like, suppose it's like right here on the block. Then right here, it's still not gonna be receiving light, but I'm not sure how much, and then it's gonna go back down on the ground. Are we just kind of mucking about? Do I need to bring my mic closer to my face? Both of those. What's going on right here? If I took a chunk out of, I'm not going to recite that one YouTube, TikTok, whatever it's called, even though it's funny. Excuse me, ma'am, could I please take a chunk out of that ass? It includes males? I'm sorry, bro. Going from a I swear I like gay people oh, I feel lightheaded. This isn't real. Going from I like gay people. I'm not a homophobic. I'm not. By the way, do you like my Discord status? I included guys. Dude. Fucking hell. Oh my god. Ugh. If there was a like little gap right here where light could seep through, answer the question, Cav. I don't want to encourage her. What is the status? Her status is where even is it? Where do I see it? She has too many bullshit happening on her thing. Did she delete it? Where's Cat on the thing? I don't know. Off the top of the head, she was like male breasts or women breasts. That was her status. I don't know. I feel like that's walking around. Okay, no, I was about to say something kind of actually okay. I need to know if I'm out of pocket for this. My philosophy in life is let your freak flag fly, right? I don't care. As long as you're not hurting or affecting other people in a negative light, do your thing. Would you consider walking around with a leash, like someone's holding a leash on you? Do you consider that to be problematic? I don't. Right? Because like it's not hurting nobody. I don't think it's. I mean, I think it's definitely out there. It is not in the norm of things, hence why I'm asking the question. I don't think it's a bad thing. Is that problematic? I don't know. I was about to equate Cat's status to walking around in public on a leash. Like that's the same kind of freak I'm getting out. Asking if you want to do this, not necessarily. No, I mean you can let it affect your opinion. I'm good personally, but for like go for it. Like I'm curious as to where it sits on the freakometer, I guess. I think I've told this story before. When I was touring universities 4 years ago, I really wanted to go to Purdue University. Um, and so when I was touring the campus, I was at the like student housing area, and I saw a dude walking a girl on a leash, and she was walking on all fours. And then I immediately sent in my application to Purdue. Um, so yeah, like that's kind of the litmus, the origin of this hypothetical. Average college. I've not in the college that I go to now, because I ended up not going to Purdue because once I got the acceptance letter, there was like, here's the bill, and I was like, cool, I can't do that. Um, I've not seen anybody on a leash at my current campus. However, I was about to say I don't go to the engineering areas a lot, but I do. So if there's anywhere, actually, I don't go to the liberal arts area. I'm not sure. Maybe the business majors are putting each other's on leashes. I don't know. Um, but to my knowledge, why did I draw this? I drew this because I wanted to see what happens right here. You're basically like projecting an infinitely small slice of geometry onto this. Obviously, no lights. Oh, well, this is assuming light is actually being cast on all sides. So this is kind of moot. Bleh. We're just kind of doodling. I'm gonna figure out the hair and then we'll call it for the day. I'm gonna take a sip of water though. I'm like thinking about it. If I had a kid and we were in public and this child saw someone being walked down the street on a leash like a human being, I would have to answer some really difficult questions. Right? So like I don't know, man. However, at the same time, it's a college campus. There's no children there. Go walk each other on leashes, I guess. It's probably comp sci majors doing that anyways. But Kavel, aren't you? Okay? Yeah, that's the joke. I felt bad because it was concrete. Like it was the sidewalk and shit. Like I wouldn't want to. You couldn't pay me. Okay, you could pay me, but like I wouldn't want to do it. To walk with my hands on outside on concrete and street, dude. Fuck that. This is not the right music for this, by the way. Oh fuck. Yeah, this could be sharper. What if we brought it out a bit? Uh, you get 2 points, Cat, for committing to spelling that, but you lose 3 points for refusing to just Google how it's spelled. You're at a net loss right now. I feel like there's potential, but we need to work on some things. She's Googling it right now to see if she can -3. That's where you're at. I wish the best for you. I still can't go over the. I don't like gay people. Hey, Cavill, I talked about men's breasts. Oh. I'm still debating if I post bill drawings on my website. I think I'm not going to, or um, I do a secret mode. But that kind of undermines the purpose of posting my art there in the first place, which is just to kind of have it there. That makes sense. Kind of. Mayhaps. Who was gonna tell me that drawing's so hard? Like, funny joke. We can actually go quite over. No, we can't go a lot over time today. I would like to. This needs to be casting. No, 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 no. Who are you? It's actually pretty easy. Go to claude.ai.com. Does Claude even do AI images? Oh, it's the cast from that piece of hair. Well, if that wasn't immediately obvious to me, then I feel like we need to revisit some things, mayhaps. Yeah, this is a bit obnoxious. I'm gonna move it back to where it was. I do want to fix this area though, because there's no. Yeah, why would light be coming in right there if that's all being blocked? Tell me now. I keep instinctively grabbing the pen there, the pencil. Maybe it's because of the insidious acute angle. So I just kind of chop off the corners there and turn it into two obtuse angles. I could be your angle or your devil. I would like to push this out though. So we do that by. I've had a pretty, I'd almost say visceral urge to play Half-Life today in Minecraft Skyblock, and I think the like genesis for these emotions is just the escapism. Like in the past I've known these things to give me great joy. And so I'm only wanting to do them for the sake of feeling that way, which I don't think is a bad thing. Just play the Minecraft, bro. Maybe in a week. I've been wanting to host a Minecraft server again. I'm not going to do it off my personal Linux server because I don't want to. But that means I have to pay for it. And that'd be. I have good resistance. Bear, I'm going to crash and burn so hard. In the coming days, once this project is turned in, you have no idea about this downfall that's about to occur. You know what? I think this is acceptable. You play solo or multiplayer. I rarely play Minecraft on my own. My roommate has a forever world, and he's tended to it, very caringly. He's done a lot to make this world very personal, and he's visited a lot, and he has great. He's shown me, and I enjoyed every second of him showing it to me. I just, if I'm gonna do something on my own for myself, it will never be Minecraft. Like, I'll play video games for the experience, but I don't really play Minecraft for the experience. Are you doing all the add-ons, or was that kept? Yeah, if we do another Minecraft server, we're keeping everything. Bedrock, whatever chests. I'll regenerate all the terrain outside of where we've built. And I could even regenerate the chunks underneath us, avoiding buildings. So like everyone has new ores and stuff, so we don't have to worry about that. If we were to do it again. However, I've plenty of things in the meantime I need to pay for, and hosting a Minecraft server like that's about $12 a month. You can't build? That's fine. I wouldn't say I'm okay. No, I'm actually pretty cocky about how much I like building. Anyone can learn to build though. Yeah, because like my Linux server, we could do it. I just hate maintaining it. It's so annoying, and I always have like this fear that like everything will shit itself. Thankfully, I learned how to do Minecraft backups, but just the process of setting it up is so Grian the Goat, shout out. And I see those people and I get like slight FOMO, slight jealousy of like, I want to build like that. And I realize the hours that go into it. I'm like, okay. maybe not. Maybe we don't have to worry about that. Forever in survival mode. I do like some of the, like, I like building machines. I like building automation. But then when the machines themselves cost tons of materials, I'm like, oh. I want to do the eyebrows here justice. I feel like we're kind of forgetting about those. So suppose it starts right here. The grind is not worth it. Yeah. Yeah, I love, it's the equivalent of like a Cynics video for me, watching a Grian video. It's like, here's a little tip and trick about drawing the specific thing. And it's not like bad in the sense that you're like, you're obfuscating the fundamentals for like a tip and trick. It's just like, hey, next time, like the rule, I guess it's obfuscating the fundamentals. Try to avoid the sharper, smaller angles like these because it's not the best shape language, right? I'm like, oh yes, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, this actually hasn't changed too much except for that sharper line. Oh, he's naked. So let's try to fix that. I feel like I know how to do that. Then play the game. That's real. I'm like that with my friends. Actually, like, I'm notorious. I go into our Discord, they immediately start streaming for me. Because the running joke is Kavel doesn't play games. I just draw now, which is true. I need to get back into Cynics. I watched this stuff religiously back then. I'm very cautious about how much I consume that stuff because there is definitely a threshold where I need to like stop, reflect upon the things I've just learned, and then apply them for a bit. Or just kind of like, let them settle and then re-engage, right? Because like his stuff is quite literally a gold mine of information. But drinking through a fire hose can be disruptive, I guess. I don't know. Caves and Cliffs update. I have a hot take. I don't care about all these new updates. Because that's not why I played Minecraft, for like the new structures. Even though I do really love and like exploring and finding new biomes and structures, like that's not what Minecraft was ever about for me. And so like, you can keep adding all these cool blocks and mechanics and I'll appreciate it, but at the end of the day, that's not why I played. Plus, it just makes me feel old. I get back on Minecraft and there's like 80 new blocks. I don't know half the functionality. I'm like, yeah, okay. Don't care about the new updates. I know I don't. Okay, I'm glad I'm not alone in that sentiment. Not that they're bad. Maybe some of them can be described as bad, but I just don't care about a lot of it. Try to get a nice little sharp edge in there. Yeah. One Trick Pony only have fixed playstyle at this point. Same here, actually. Maybe that's it. Very good intuition, Bear, because like I make my base and then I make a couple automatic farms and then it just becomes overwhelming and I stop for a bit. This server that we're doing now though is like my official forever world, but I only want to do it with friends. So that's when I'll only boot it up. But like I have entered a period of my life where I'm drawing more than ever. So if it's like between, hey, I have free time today, I would much rather be drawing. So I think, my priorities used to be like video games, draw, watch media as like my forms of relaxation, but now is definitely drawing, video games, watch media. And so like not in a negative way, because I've done this in a negative way before, but it's definitely not that. I've like sometimes been doing something and be like, oh, I could be studying right now, right? Which was a pretty toxic mindset because like I was over studying and I was really hurting my own health. Meanwhile, with drawing, like whenever I play video games a lot, I realize I'm just not being satisfied in the same way that drawings satisfy me. Like I'll be playing Helldivers and like, 20 minutes into the like 2 hour long whatever we're doing, I'm like, you know, I'm feeling a bit better about this. I like how the hair is like explicitly outlined here. I do worry about how bad this is. See, and here's the issue with watching a Cynics video but not following it up with learning about more fundamentals is like I see a lot of these sharp angles and I'm not sure how evil they are, right? Because like I wanted to use it to describe hair, but I'm not sure how bad it is that it appears here. Okay, let me check my school Discord and see if my teammates need me. Otherwise, we may go a bit longer. Weird question, but do you take notes when you watch certain YouTube videos for stuff you're genuinely curious? How long will you be streaming? I'm not sure. Sometimes it depends. For Proko's light video that we're referencing here, I did. Anything that I want to like, I don't know, maybe I don't have a good litmus for when I do it. But yeah, for stuff that I'm like genuinely into, I just like write down the keywords. I have a Discord with myself, and I just write it down in there. One time I'm like, fuck yeah, I love playing this, but I do very concentrated gaming bursts where I simply hyperfixate until I'm sick of it. I haven't done that. In fact, I've done like very slow burns, but I definitely used to. I definitely used to do that a lot. But now it's more so as I start playing a game, I'm like, I'm not having that much fun. And my years of gaming has taught me that if I'm just not having fun doing something, I won't do it. Like, if it's in terms of like things that I do for enjoyment. Like if I'm playing a competitive match, I'm like, I'm not having fun doing this. And this is like my free time. I just will stop playing it, right? I have no pride. I have nothing to like defend here. I'll just leave. I have better things to do. Um, so like if a game isn't entertaining me, I'm like, yeah, I'm just not gonna play it. And I think an important thing is kind of like my friends and I getting used to that, because I never want my friends to feel like I'm not having fun with them or because of them. It's just the medium of the thing that I'm doing isn't fulfilling me in a way, and I would rather have more fulfilling experiences with my friends. Of course, like if my friend really wants me to play something, of course I'll do my best to like enjoy the thing and partake in it with them and find the reasons that they find it interesting. That's the ideal. However, sometimes I like one time my friend forced me to play Don't Starve Together, and that was to this day the most miserable gaming session I've ever had in my entire life. Uh, no offense to him or the game. It's just I didn't want to play it, and I got on it because he wanted to, and that was rough. Oof, my headache's getting bad. Thinking about Don't Starve Together probably didn't help. Not that it's a bad game or anything. It's a good game. Like, yeah, it's kind of the same vibe when like your friend wants you to watch a video and they're like, "Hey, I watched this funny video." Like, okay, and it's like a 4 minute long video and they're holding the phone in front of you. And like you're trying to be nice, but also like, dude, please, for the love of God. Try to get into it, but it's so wiki reading mechanic. I'm like, bleh. I have also just I'm okay. I'm not allowed to talk about wiki mechanic when mechanical games when No Man's Sky is playing in the background. Um, I just don't like 2D games, which sounds stupid. But like I think Germa, or no, it wasn't Germa. There's another streamer who agrees with me. I just my brain doesn't do them. I know that Terraria is a game of all time. I just can't play it. Right? I don't know why. And I'm drawing on a 2D canvas, but it's 3D, right? But no, it just ah, I don't know what's going on. Stardew, sorry, I can't play it for that very reason. There's very few 2D games that I've played where I'm like, fuck yeah, rocks, right? This just makes it seem like the era's more up here now. So we need a shadow that like cuts it off and feels correct. Also, I didn't like the placement of this, but yeah, Don't Starve is a game with a cult following and seems great. Art style is wonderful. This art's not for me, man. Or I remember another time my friend tried forcing, not forcing me. I say forced on all of these occasions. It's just I didn't want to and I did. Um, play Arc, and man, that was not what I would classify as a fun time. I don't like a game because it's 2D. I never said it was a bad game. I just tend to not like them. Am I saying it's objectively worse than a 3D game? No. It's just my person does not. That's like saying, Cat, I don't like furry art. Like that's just the paradigm that I don't appreciate, right? Or like anime art style, or the specific subset of realism, or the style of animation, right? It's just to each their own. I don't like this flavor of food, Cat. Oh my god, I'm gonna kill you. Uh, mm. This ear is bothering me because, oh my god, it looks like he's like transforming Animorph style. Uh, I don't want it to make it feel like the ear is starting up there, so we'll have to do our best to, um, you know what? No, we'll revert to this. Frick. There we go. You guys have weird taste, but sure, dude. I think we're gonna leave it here before Cat starts another food rant. I'm gonna fix this though. So yeah, note to self. We'll do a note here. Oh, wrong color. Are you using a pen? What does that even mean? I'm sorry, like I really don't know what you mean there. Right here, we are going to uh soft gradation. I don't know how to spell it. Gradation to indicate transition. I'm dying. It's time to end stream. Oh, that's bold, assuming we'd end stream just because you're dying. But I could get behind it. I like what's happening down here now. Hair's still PMO, PMO. Um, I just realized, why is this area this color? Ink. Like, shouldn't it be? Is it not a valid question to ask? Tablet pin. Oh, tablet pin. Well, now it's a valid question. Before you're just saying shit. I mean, yeah, I'm using a pin tablet. Yeah. It needs to be higher because less light can get there, right? So now this is the. I technically speaking, it'd be like this, but we're just gonna pretend it's like this for now. I think I've become addicted to diet Dr. Pepper. I've been trying to stray away from sodas, but I found that recently. I feel like that may be my downfall. Doesn't help that I'm a Northern Line viewer and he's very adamant about uh drinking diet sodas. A good diet soda. if you're mean like, are you questioning like there's a good diet soda out there, or do you mean like you're drinking a good diet soda? I like it. I like it quite a bit. I tried diet soda. It's not good. See, she just says shit, and like she expects me not to mute her. Surprised there's a good diet soda. I mean, to each their own. It's not as good as the real thing, but you know, it's 0 calories. Dr. Pepper default owns though. Thank you, QR, for being so based. It just tastes a little watered down, but I mean, for the exchange, for what you get out of it, it's pretty good. I prefer it more than Diet Coke. Hence why I'm drinking it instead of Diet Coke, but I could understand. I've been trying to avoid sugar too. Yeah, I think you know, it's probably gonna give me like super giga cancer in like 12 years, but um ah no, here for a fun time. You know that diet soda has more sugar than regular soda? So the fact that I look at the I'm okay. I'm going to grab it out of my trash can and read the fucking sugar content. Damn it, I can't. Wait, no, I have one in the fridge. Could I Google this? Yeah. Oh wait, okay. So I should say I was having the 0 sugar ones. Let's look at the diet Dr. Pepper. Wait, let's see. Diet Dr. Pepper ingredients. Or just give me the 12 fluid ounces. This is the can. Total carbohydrates 0, which includes total sugar 0 and added sugar 0. Cat, what are you talking about, dude? It's 0 calories. Oh wait, this is Keurig. Wait, no. Yeah, okay, wait. Is it just Keurig? Okay, wait. Let's step back. Let's look at McDonald's. I guess that's the next thing that popped up. Nutritional, 0. It's high in sodium. He's looking at the ingredient. Cat, what? You're just spreading misinformation. By virtue of what it does not contain sugar. It has aspartame, which you could have your opinions about. I don't know. I don't care. But like, what are we talking about? Who told you this? Yes, it is. Diet Dr. Pepper does not have any sugar in it. Which diet soda are you talking about that has more sugar than its normal counterpart? Wait, I'm trying to find a source. I bet it's pretty difficult. She's going to link me a blog from 12 years ago from The Onion. Cool. Well, while Kat finds that, we're going to start wrapping up today. Actually, no, I'm gonna tweak this hair just a little bit. I want it to be sharper. I'm so confused as to what Kat's on about. Like, there's sometimes where I'm like, oh yeah, I could be wrong in this. I'm not gonna say it, but I could be. But this one, like, I'm legit like, what are you talking about? It eludes me. Maybe we could do it this way. It's awfully thick, awfully hot coffee pot. The red 5 hair. Isn't yeah, I know. I know. Maybe she's confusing it for caffeine-free versions of things. Which I could understand the confusion. But like, oh wait, what brush are we using? Oh my god, wait, what are we using? Yeah, man, I'm so ingrained in my ways of selecting the pencil brush. Ingrained? I don't know. I think, oh, this is weird. I think I heard about it somewhere. Get out of here. Get out of here, bro. I want to know what For You page you have, Cat. I really do. Source, trust me, bro. It is. Cat, quick, pull the I like gay people card. It'll get you out of this. I promise. I will accept. I will accept your misinformation for a price. You must side with the gays. I'm so insidious and evil. I like the gays. There she goes. Okay. I think that's a good point to end stream on. Oh my god, guys, I have a really bad headache. I think it's spurred on by the diet soda conversation. Holy. So, yeah, I would like to start maybe blending or doing the identifying the other types of shadows next stream. When the next stream is, ideally tomorrow. Tomorrow may be a prelude for a series of all-nighters, so we'll see what happens. Or tonight could be an all-nighter. Who knows? The wacky world of Kavel draws. So I would like to thank you all for joining. Bearmug, Cat, QR, Dio. Feel like I was part of a soap opera. It was quite dramatic. Oh, another channel came in here to spam. Yeah, so I'm gonna schedule it for tomorrow, but if it gets suddenly canceled, I do apologize. Thank you very much, QR. Thank you all. And I cannot wait to see you whenever it happens. Probably tomorrow. Bye for now.